else? Oh, there's the big hole. It's massive! Well, there you go. It's a big hole with some water in it. I'm sure that can't be right. Is Butte famous for having a big hole? I mean, we did mention Big Hole River earlier, so is that why? I mean, that's quite an exciting thing to find in the middle of nowhere. There's also what looks like a enormous highway down there with loads of exit ramps and God knows what. Well, Montana suddenly got a whole lot more interesting. A whole lot more interesting. I'm gonna have another super flip. A bit like something that you'd find in SimCity, that. Or something I would have created in SimCity. That's really quite odd. I'd say I haven't really got the scenery for this area, but that is genuine scenery. It looks like there might be a baseball ground or something down there. And it looks like there might be an athletics track. I can see a huge swimming pool as well. It's just sort of square, this place, except for the bit that falls into a massive hole. It's called Barkley Pit. Well, they'll pronounce it Berkeley over there. Berkeley Pit. Well, of all the things to find, if you've just joined us, you've just joined us in time for a big hole. Check that out. I mean, this is genuine Butte. Butte. However you pronounce it. It's a former copper mine. Thank you, Karen. Even the town itself is like vaguely interesting. It's got things. I wonder how much you pay to have a house with a view of a massive hole. I mean, a massive hole as well. Because people are stupid like that, aren't they? What, you can just imagine that they'd want to do something really daft, like, I don't know, land in a massive hole. I'm not saying we're going to land in the massive hole, but we are. Keep your eyes on the massive hole. It's 1,780 feet deep. I've lost control of the plane. I mean, genuinely, I actually have. Oh, let's try that again. Right, so there's the hole. Here am I. I need to get down for a start. So, sorry, I'm just going to have to take my eyes off the hole. Just for a mo. Right, here we go. If you want to tweet about the fact that I'm about to land in a giant hole, that would be very much appreciated. Nothing that dramatic ever happens, does it? Not in these streams. That's an awful lot of knots. No, we're not going to crash in a hole. We're going to land in a hole. Let's get our terminology straight here, please. The problem is that I've got to get down from 13,000 feet first, which is not going to take 2 minutes. Well, it could do, but then I'd be creating my own hole. And we shouldn't joke about stuff like that after what's happened with the Leicester City aircraft, which is horrific. I am a Leicester City supporter, so I'm not feeling particularly good about that at the moment. I think I might be stalling here. Not quite sure what I'm doing, but anyway. Right, I've lost the old hole again, which isn't really surprising. There's the town. I'm surprised the hole isn't full of cloud. I can't believe how quickly I'm flying here. I mean, that's a lot of knots. Right, there's the road, there's the airporty thing. I think I'm going the wrong way now, aren't I? Right, where's the hole gone? I know what would make this a lot easier. Excuse me just a moment. Oh! Oi. We're going to do what we usually do. Which is just switch back to the hugely useful vehicle. Although weirdly I always start in a red one and then it gives me a yellow one, and I don't know why that is. Right, that's better. Now you're all going to be sick. So, spot the hole. There it is. There it is. I win. Now there's the swimming pools that I was talking about. Just to your left. Super windy. Right, I'm in control. Honest. It looks like the baseball ground, or what I identified as a baseball ground. It's actually a very good landing area, that, but we want to go in the hole, don't we? So, at the very least near the hole. The Butte hole. I'm not going to land on the water, am I? Be sensible. Got enough power here. More power! I don't get in touch with air traffic control, as long as they're not screaming at me already. They don't really care in this, that's what I like about the simulation. Air traffic control just do not care. Do what the heck you like. Some ideal landing spots that I'm trying to ignore in favour of a massive hole. Right, that better be it after I've done all that singing. The town just suddenly stops. How odd is that? This looks like a multi-layered hole to me. It looks like there's two bits to it. Because there's some people actually living around the hole. Is that true? Or is that just the map being a bit over generous with housing? The most exciting thing is that I'm pretty certain that I've got something on this that would allow us to walk around after we've landed. I don't know whether it works, I don't know how to control it. It may not matter. Right, here we go. Hang on, we're gonna have a look at the hole. There's a little park to the right. It actually looks like a park out of City Skylines with like wavy path things and some trees. Wow, proper close up now. What if I can't get any air down here? Here it is! How exciting! It's not really, it's just a hole, but anyway. Look, there's actually people living down. There's a street that I could land on down here. I wonder how many people they get attempting to do this every day. Millions, I imagine. Raveningme, you've turned up at just exactly the right point where I'm trying to land it in a hole. Or rather in a street by a hole, but I'm going way too fast. Nah. No. Whoa. Oh no, I've crashed into somebody's house! I'll have a super flip. Excellent. Oh, well, there you go. You sort of saw the hole, a bit of it. I don't know where it's going to put me back to. Please not back in the hole. I'm quite excited that we found that. I mean, I can't even think where else there might be a big hole. I'd probably call the video all sorts of puns. Puns on holes. No! Whoa! Are you giving me a second chance here? It's only giving me a second chance. I mean, really? Fine, we'll go back to the other side of it then. What we'll do is we'll have a look from the other side. Because actually, I'm personally quite interested in seeing the hole. God, it's seriously windy. Blimey. Tell you what, this place hasn't got anything going for it, has it, other than a big hole and an actual airport. Suppose I should be giving them credit for the airport, because not many places have one. There's the old swimming pool. It's actually like proper pool, that. Big pool and a little pool. Leisure centre is the description. Need to have somebody operating Google Maps while I do these streams so we can see what's around. Right, I'm now approaching the hole from a different direction, which is something I never thought I'd be saying. Certainly not in a flight sim video. I'll let all of you tell Raveningme where we are. I've already done every joke about it that I can come up with. Moss says this is only a par 3 hole, you're on for a birdie. Ha ha. Put my power back up, otherwise I sink very quickly. There's something a bit weird on the right there as well. What is that? It's like a... I don't know, probably turned out just to be a car park or something. Everybody in Butte is going, oh god, not another one trying to get in the hole. The water in the hole smells like rotten eggs. Excellent, well, excellent even. Hello, if you've just turned up. I'm so sorry because it's just gone crazy. We started out with what should have been some really good scenery. Turned out to be a bit boring. And then we spotted a giant hole. Raveningme says, I've driven through, however you pronounce it, I've just been calling it Butte. Have you times? Have you? Have you driven into a hole by any chance? So you've seen all this. You've turned up too late. I was commentating on things like swimming pools and baseball grounds and stuff. You could have said whether it actually is there. We were wondering why there was a river called Big Hole River, and now it's apparent. It's apparently a big hole. Bit of a science lesson as well. Probably copper sulfate, says Mr. Weedwacky. Does that smell? thing is, though, if it's copper mine and they're not taking all the copper out of it, leaving behind a big pool. I don't know whether Butter's got anything else going for it. Right, okay, here we go then. Again. I'm intrigued. I mean, really genuinely intrigued that people live kind of in the hole. Oh, that's just extraordinary. I'm assuming that every single house is like, amazing lakeside views. Just don't get too close unless you want to really see it close up. Right, here we go then. Over the edge of the hole. This is more exciting than the Peruvian jungle, I'll give it that. What a view. What a view. I'm assuming there are like, I don't know, are there little beaches and things down here as well? The big problem with this place is there's nowhere to land. Maybe I could land sort of vaguely on the... What on earth is down there? There can't possibly be houses down there. Surely there aren't actually houses around there. So mind you, this could be the most exclusive lake ever. Not least because you can't get to it. It's pronounced Butte because it's a butte. It's calling it Butte Hole doesn't... I don't know. Shall I go for down here? Somebody's driveway. Oh, this is going to end well, is it? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that was good. I've landed in a hole. I've landed so well that we appear to be floating, and I'm getting a flying tip telling me that an engine isn't started. I think the reason for that is probably because we're drowning. Splash. Oh well. There we go. I would call that an unqualified success. Nobody is going to get a better view of Butte Hole today. That's a promise. Don't say I never give you anything. I'm quite proud of that, to be honest. As Moss said, this is a par 3 hole, so we'll have a third go at it. So it looks like I probably won't be able to land in the hole proper because I think that the simulation is believing the entire hole is water, which is not true. This is very windy. It's not true that the whole hole is water, because I definitely landed on land, but maybe I skidded off into water. I don't know. So here we are again with the beautiful Butte in Montana. I don't know what the chances of me being in Oregon and having somebody from Oregon, followed by being in Montana and having somebody who's actually been to this town in the chat are, when I only have like 11 viewers, but that's pretty impressive. Oh. I bet it doesn't detect that swimming pool as being water. I should land on the highway and just drive round to the hole. Guys, they've not put a big bridge over it or something. I'm going off and looking up Butte tourism now, aren't I? Okay, so this time might approach from the right. It might give me just a little bit more leeway? There's no leeway in this hole. I don't know who I'm kidding. Or I could come at the hole from behind. That sounded really wrong. I could go down that sandy bit and sort of trundle into the hole. Raven Enigma has looked it up. The hole is from an old mining operation. It's called Berkeley Pit, and the water is full of arsenic. Wicked. Will that just dissolve my plane then? What does arsenic do to metal? Jenny's not a scientist, that's a fact. There's another swimming pool over there. I'm obsessed with being able to see swimming pools from the air. But in America they're probably quite common, whereas in Britain we don't really do that. Okay, here we go then. Jenny is approaching the par 3. Will she avoid the water hazard? Clue, no. There's Little City Skylines Park again. Right, this is going to take a bit more precision. If I could have landed on that road, at least I wouldn't have ended up in the arsenic-laced water. Okay. Concentration now. Because I could land in that field and that'd be a lot easier, but it wouldn't be in the hole, would it? It would be on the fairway, if anything. Right, here we go then. So these houses, you see, these people who've built houses in stupid places. It's kind of runway, you know. Oh god, there are also trees. Ah! Ah! There, that road, there. That looks like a runway. Let's do that. Oh my god, I'm going really, really fast. Oh, I don't like it. I don't want to crash into the greenhouse with the pink roof. No, 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 no. No, 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 not that tree. No! No, 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 no. Damn it! Well, that's frustrating. I think I just managed to crash into the house and the tree. Sigh. Oh well. So much for that. I'm not doing that again before anybody asks. I think you've had more than enough crashes for one day. I'm going to leave you with this fact given to us by Karen, that there are 4 times as many cows as there are people. Thank you for that. We didn't see any cows. If we had, I might have tried to chase them or kill them or something, but I didn't. So that was Butte Hole, or however you care to pronounce it. On the city of Butte, I'm terribly sorry. I'm not really taking the mick out of your city. Actually, yes, I really am. I tell you what I could do. I'll try and land at the actual airport. There. All the runways are facing in the wrong blinking direction, of course they are. I'm okay though, because I'm in a little thingy. Little thingies are very manoeuvrable. Watch me manoeuvre my thingy. Here we go. I don't care whether you're even giving me permission to land, or indeed which runway to land on. I'm coming in. If you won't let me land in your hole, the least you could do is let me land at your airport. Runway 29. Possibly runway 29 service runway thing. Either will do. Ooh. Incoming! Hey! Woo! Yikes! Ah, lovely. Go me. Just jet around here for a bit now. As Karen says, we can all walk to the Montana Rib and Chop House. There's a parking area around here. I can't believe air traffic control aren't going mental at me. It seems that it's only if you engage with them that they worry about whether they've given you permission to land or not. I'm going to do handbrake turns around your airport. Ooh. Hello. Hi. Lovely building you've got here. It's all blue. How delightful. Vans. Somebody to tow me away. What's this? Is it fuel? Ooh, I think it is, you know. It's got warnings. Probably says something like turn off your engine. Oh, you can't see the warnings, but yes, this is a little refuelling station. Wonderful. Well, I'm going to refuel with some more super flips. I hope that you enjoyed that frank insanity. I didn't really know what I was going to do today, but that was pretty cool, and I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I did not become the first person on the planet to land in Nevermind Day. Montana, you were slightly disappointing, but big holes make up for everything. Thank you for joining everybody. I will see you next time I do this, and I will hopefully also see you on a couple of other streams. I'm really hoping to do like a quiz show or something with the Games Shed, and also hoping to do some competitive golfing or similar with my friend Gaz, but just look out for it because we never know when we're actually going to be able to do it. I'll promote my latest Stardew Valley video, should be in the top right hand corner of your screen. I will thank you all for joining me on this little bit of silliness, and I will say goodbye and stay out of big holes. I keep telling you.